Chapter: Girl in the Woods. The clip that we are gonna show you here will definitely freak you out. You might not believe in paranormal activities, right? But after seeing this clip, you'll start believing in paranormal happenings of this universe. It was the incident in Cambridge, New York in 2017, when a family felt some strange occurrences happening on their land. Even the dogs wouldn't dare to go there. So for uncovering this mystery, they implanted trail cam on their lands. After some days, when they checked the footage, they found a lot of videos of animals wandering here and there, but a clip that left the family completely stunned. They found a young girl in the woods. They asked their children and neighbors, but no one had seen that girl before. Everyone refused to recognize the girl. Then who was that girl? From where did she come? It is still a mystery. Chapter: Fire Run. A 50-year-old Spanish man is in critical condition after escaping the blaze that engulfed his excavator while he battled a wildfire in the province of Castilla y León, in the country's northwest. In a video captured near the town of Tabara, in the province of Zamora, the vehicle and its driver, Angel Martin Ariona, can be seen getting consumed by flames and disappearing into billows of smoke. Ariona appears from the fire seconds later, his garments reduced to shreds and flames dancing around his back. The man stumbles and recovers just in time to escape the flames. Ariona, according to local emergency personnel, sustained severe burns. After receiving care at a nearby clinic, he was airlifted to the University Hospital of Rojortega in Valladolid. Family friend Jose Manuel Taba stated that although Ariona was in critical condition, he was awake and able to talk to his wife in the wee hours of the morning. Mechanist Juan Lozano, another buddy, stated that if it weren't for excellent professionals and people who have balls to protect us, the fire could have destroyed everything. Despite this, the fire killed a great deal of wildlife and burnt nearly 30,000 hectares, 75,000 acres, of land in different parts of the country. Chapter: The Laughing Alien. The vast majority of aliens are naturally curious about their surroundings, which is why the vast majority of trail camera photographs contain an extreme close-up of a deer or two investigating the camera. This photo is the same as the others. In it, we witness an inquisitive deer peering directly into the lens of the camera in an effort to determine what the object is and where it came from. However, the deer appears to be so preoccupied with the camera that he is oblivious to the strange thing that is standing just a few feet behind him in the picture. There is a widespread consensus among ufologists that the mystery creature in question is an extraterrestrial being. The mysterious figure appears to be sitting cross-legged with his lips open, which has caused some people to speculate that he is laughing. The being does not appear to have any hair and is naked. If the extraterrestrial entity is in fact amused by the antics of the confused deer, then we may make the conclusion that extraterrestrials aren't all that dissimilar from the human race after all. Chapter: The Burlington Boogeyman. When it comes to urban legends, the Burlington Boogeyman may be among the best there is. Burlington locals have been telling their tale of the Boogeyman from generation to generation. According to local lore, the woods near Burlington, Pennsylvania are haunted by the evil spirit of a long-dead Native American chief. The rumor is that the ghost wants to get revenge for his people. Witnesses have described the spirit as appearing in this picture as a sort of transparent floating skeleton. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, that picture is enough to make anyone lose a few hours of sleep tonight. Chapter: Little Girl Lost. No matter where you are or who you are, dealing with children can be a very nerve-wracking experience due to the fundamental quality about them. If it makes you uneasy to go past a little girl who is accompanied by her mother in a public place like a shopping mall, then you can only imagine how unnerved it would feel if you came across a child who is walking alone through the woods late at night. It appears like only one child is engaging in such activity in this picture. It appears as though the small girl, whose face is as ghostly white as it is threatening, is directing her attention squarely onto the trail camera. It is almost as if she is attempting to make the spectator feel as uneasy as possible. The wolf, which may or may not be a ghost, can be seen lurking in the shadows behind the girl. Wolves are predatory animals that under normal circumstances would make quick work of an unattended child who appears to lack any. However, the fact that the wolf in this picture looks to be scared of the small girl, if not outright terrified of her, suggests that the kid is not your normal young child, Seriously, this one is so creepy. Chapter: Brings You Love. This photograph was shot in North Carolina by a landowner who had cause to think that children and adolescents from the surrounding region were trespassing on his property. The landowner claimed to the police that he had seen brilliant lights emanating from within a clump of trees on the property, in addition to hearing loud noises that were difficult to explain. He did this when he reported his difficulties to the police. The landowner, fed up with the inaction of the local authorities, made the executive decision to take matters into his own hands and installed a trail camera to catch the intruders in the act. That is how he arrived at this picture, which he considers extraordinary. Here, we see a bright person standing in a clearing, and the light that the property owner had earlier complained about seemed to be practically pouring from the body of the figure. Many people have hypothesized that the enigmatic person, who appears to have the same appearance as Mr. Burns following his treatment for longevity, is either an extraterrestrial or, if you're the religious sort, potentially even an angel. So comment down and tell us what it seems to you, an angel or any paranormal shadow. Chapter: He's Behind You. At first sight, you'll certainly be looking at this couple, but 1 second, see at their right. Sacred, right? This photograph was captured by a Bushnell trail camera near the tail end of 2010 and appears to have nothing sinister about it. In the foreground of the picture is a happy-looking pair. They could be the people who own the camera, or they could be a husband and wife who were out for an evening stroll when they came across the gadget and decided to keep it. In the shadows, there is, however, something that is significantly more unsettling. The unidentified beast can be seen in the upper right corner of the picture, skulking low amid the sparse trees in the winter forest. The two people in the photograph, who appear to be completely oblivious to the existence of the beast, are being followed by the beast. It is difficult to discern exactly what we are looking at, but the creature does not appear to be anything that humanity is accustomed to. It has shining eyes, smooth skin, and a slender frame. Chapter: Zombie Nation. Finding someone who accepts the existence of zombies can be challenging. Even the most ardent believers in paranormal phenomena, such as ghosts, aliens, and Bigfoot, all agree that zombies are a bit of a tall tale. However, if you look at this photo that was taken by a trail camera belonging to a hunter in the winter of 2012, you might find it much simpler to suspend your disbelief. This picture appears to depict an elderly man wandering through the woods late at night, all by himself. Despite the fact that the footage is not the clearest in the world, the unidentified man is seen wearing nothing but a pair of pants, and it appears that he has a cut or wound on the left side of his chest. Because of this, as well as the strange glow that emanated from his eyes, many people who are interested in the supernatural have questioned whether or not this photograph is proof that the dead may reanimate themselves and walk among the living. Chapter: Death on Camera. Even though the concept of death as a semi-living individual who travels about the world to collect the souls of those who are about to die is unquestionably fascinating and has provided us with some wonderful art throughout the centuries, seriously, do anyone believe in the Grim Reaper? In any case, emphatically do not, nor do it can be believed that this picture can be construed as evidence of the presence of the Grim Reaper in any way, shape, or form. It is pretty clear that this is an image of a human figure wearing a white mask and a black robe. However, the mask isn't very convincing. Having said that, there is no denying the fact that it is eerie. It is reasonable to assume that whoever this unidentified person is was roaming around in the woods while dressed as the Grim Reaper, completely oblivious to the fact that there was a trail camera in the area. This is due to the fact that trail cameras are typically difficult to spot unless you are standing directly in front of them. It is almost clear that his first objective was not to frighten the camera operator. Rather, it is possible that his original intention was to intimidate nature walkers as well as children who were playing in the woods. Chapter: The Goon. People have a tendency, when they think of spooky pictures that were accidentally taken by wannabe photographers, to conjure visions of semi-transparent ghost children standing somberly behind a smiling group of living pals in the background of the picture. This photo, however, demonstrates beyond a reasonable doubt that frightening people do not necessarily need to be deceased. This picture was taken by the trail camera of a hunter who wanted to keep an eye on the wildlife in the woods next to his house. It depicts a bizarrely tall masked man taking a carefree stroll while carrying a machete with him. It is unknown exactly why the man, who does not appear to be aware of the camera's presence, was in the woodland on the night that this photo was taken. Nonetheless, the fact that he is covering his face suggests that his motivations were not in any way pure. Chapter: Why Clown in the Jungle. Do you remember the days leading up to Halloween in 2016 when rumors of murderous clowns spread quickly and scared the very daylights out of everyone? Things got so terrible that a lot of people were scared to leave the house, and some parents even forbade their children from going trick trick-or-treating for fear that they may run into a not-so-funny clown on the street. It would appear that the problem of deadly clowns has been going on for far longer than just the past few months. This picture was shot in the early morning of August 30th, 2009, according to the timestamp on it. This was a full 7 years before killer clowns began terrorizing neighborhoods all over the world. Regardless of this, there is a mature man depicted in the picture wearing a garish clown outfit and a frightening mask that resembles a skull and is covering his face. Chapter: A creepy fungal deer. There are a variety of additional challenges that animals face when they are living in the wild, but the majority of hunters would want to think of themselves as the greatest significant danger to the existence of wild animals. When vast numbers of animals live in close proximity to one another, the spread of disease is an inevitable aspect of daily life. For many species, succumbing to a fatal illness is more a question of when than if. The trail camera of this hunter was able to film an ill deer as the animal was wandering through its home forest. The deer appeared vulnerable and feeble, as though it were about to collapse from famine or exhaustion at any moment. It is unclear what ailment the unhappy deer depicted in this image is afflicted with, but the animal is covered with sores and boils, including a cluster that covers its eyeballs and makes it nearly hard for the animal to see where it's going. So, mystery lovers, this was all about today. Hope you liked the video. Tell us in the comments which trail cam capture would you consider the creepiest. And one more important thing, if you want to watch more videos like this, subscribe to our channel, by which you get timely notifications. Till then, explore the mystery.